Sorry, I'm back. I'm so sorry. The internet was so. I'm so sorry. I'm back. Anybody there? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. So if people eventually get to come back, that's okay. So I was saying that. Most of the things we spend money on are things we can do without. So we have to be careful how we spend. Then I also said the next point. I said be careful of social pressures and cultural pressures. You must get hold of yourself to control money. You must get hold of yourself to control money. Don't let money master you. Don't let money be in charge of your life. You are in charge of your life, not money, not physical things. So be careful of social and cultural pressures. It's very, very important. All right. Audio is low. Can you hear me well now? Can you hear me well? Just say yes if you can hear me well. And please help me share. Please help me share the messages. Let me share it out. Can you hear me well? Just say something. Can you hear me? Okay, all right, awesome. So I already said be careful of social and cultural pressures. The next point, before you buy something, before you really want to buy something, be sure that you can afford it 10 times more. It's a principle I learned from Dr. Sunday Adelaja. That's my mentor. Before you can buy anything, if you want to buy something, be sure that you can afford it 10 times more. Be sure that you have made provisions for it. Be sure that you have made adequate provisions for everything you want to buy. Plan your finances so well that in 10 years, in 15 years, in 20 years, have a very good foresight about how you want your finances to be in the future. So before you can buy anything, ensure you can afford it 10 times more. In fact, Jim Rohn says, before you buy your next car, ensure you buy your next house. Simply means that investment comes before consumption. Always have that at the back of your mind. Investment comes before consumption. Always have that at the back of your mind. Next point, do not have a spending mentality. Do not have a spending mentality whereby when money gets to your hand, you are always willing to spend. You must actually get to a point of your life where you can see money and act as if it's an ordinary paper. As soon as that begins to happen, you have started mastering money. You have started getting control of yourself. So do not have a spending mentality. Have an investment mentality. Let me quickly run down the points. I said 1, money is essential. Don't forget that. We need that in all areas of our lives. And I used the Bible quotation of Ecclesiastes 10:19. The money answereth all things. Number 2, I also said most of the things we spend money on are things we can do without. So do a proper inventory of your life to know your needs and wants, what you really need in life. Do an inventory, and by doing that, you need to sit down and ask yourself some basic questions and write an act of journaling. If possible, you must try and do that. It's very important. Next, I also said be careful of social pressures and cultural pressures. Don't let recent consumption mentality of the world, adverts, push you into. In fact, when you are going by the stores, you will see you can see something like buy 3 things as a very cheap rate. If you don't need it, don't lay your hands on it. How many clothes do you want to wear? How many shoes do you want to wear? How many things do you want to eat at the same time? How many rooms do you want to live in? So live a very, very wealthy and a modest life. The rich people in the world live a very modest life. So be careful of social pressures and cultural pressures. I also said that. I said Do not have, next point, do not have a spending mentality, but have an investment mentality. Always note that when money gets to your hand, you first thing, in fact, I usually advise that when money gets to your hand, I know some people might not really like this, but if you are expected to pay your tithe, that's 10% of your income. But some people are not Christians. What should they do? They can use their 10% to actually feed the poor. You can go out there and bless people's lives. Some people don't have things to eat. So I usually advise 10%, it's not for you to consume. 10%, God first. After God, every other things follow. It's one principle that I will always live by. God first, every other thing comes first. So investment before consumption, always note that. Then I also said one of the ways whereby you can actually not spend money in the things you can do without is for you to be looking for ways to bless your generation. Look for ways to impact your generation. Trust me, there's no more time. If God comes today, how many people, if Jesus comes today, how many people have you impacted? How many people have you spoken into their lives? How many people have you can say that because of this person, I've been able to take a further step? So you must be doing things. You must be, engaging in activities to bless your generation. Like what I'm doing right now by the grace of God. I know some people will listen and their finances will change. Some people will listen and something will change in them. It is much more than $1 billion. It's much more than 2 billion. It's much more than 3 billion. Thank you so much. Thank you. She said she just finished reading my book. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, be busy looking for ways to bless your generation. It's very, very important. That's the next point. The next point is never attach yourself to physical things. Never attach yourself to physical things. As soon as you gauge your life based on what you own, that moment you begin to degenerate. That moment you cease to be a human being. Don't base your life on the cash you have in your account, the cars that you have. Even your kids, don't base your life on your kids. Don't base your life on your job. In fact, have a very meaningful life. Base your life on the things that are not physical, not things that you can see, love, passion, things that you know that they are eternal. So don't base your life on physical things. Never be attached to anything. I usually ask a question. If they rip you off of everything that you own today, how would you feel? If they rip you off of all your money, will you be able to make another one? If you can't make another money, that means that you've not yet discovered the secret of making wealth, of generating money. So if they take off everything that you own, you should be able to actually produce afresh as long as you have what it takes. You have the value that it takes to produce money. So I said never attach yourself to physical things. Another one is be careful of greed. Greed. One of the things that are actually killing nations is greed. How can you in your house, how can you have maybe 30 cars? For what for? Greed. Ability to acquire things on the face of the earth. When you yourself know that you won't be here for too long. In fact, if you are here for 100 years or 120 years, and you are done. It is what you do on the face of the earth that lives after you. Look at Martin Luther King. He is long gone, been dead, but till today, his works still speak. So greed, avoid greed as much as possible. Greed makes you buy the things you don't need. Just because someone else is buying something doesn't mean I need it. No. You must know what works for you and what works for your life and your family. Yes, and I said the last point is learn to cut off all your expenses that will make you eat your tomorrow today. Don't let us live how we should live in the future. We start living like that now. We must be careful of that. We must be careful of that momentum. We must be careful of how we live. We must take care of our family, but we must live a very modest life. A very, very modest life. A life that is filled with simplicity. A life that is filled with, when people see you, they see a lot of blessings on you. They see a lot of motivation. They see a lot of passion from you. So we must take note. Greed. I'm going to quickly run through the points. So during the week, you can actually on your own, you can develop points on it. You can actually just take time to read through. I said one. I said money is so essential. Never forget that. Two, I said most of the things we buy, we can do without them. So do an inventory. This week, do an inventory of your life, of the things, the proper things you need and want. Three, I don't know if it's another, don't have a spending mentality. Have an investment mentality. I also said be careful of social pressures and cultural pressures. Then I also said before you buy something, you should be able to afford it 10 times more. So before you buy anything, you must let that guide you. You must ask yourself, can I afford it 10 times more? If you know you cannot afford it 10 times more, work on yourself the more, so that you can actually get things you can buy what you need to buy. Then I also said, be busy looking for ways to bless your generation. We have no choice. It's our works. After we are long gone, we must also, some people pay the price for us to be here today. So be busy looking for ways to bless your generation. Never attach relationships. Never attach yourself to physical things. Never attach yourself to physical things. I also mentioned that. I also said greed and materialism. You must be careful of it. Greed and materialism, you must be careful of it. I also said learn to cut off all your expenses that will make you eat your tomorrow today. So you must, in summary, you must learn to actually plan your finances. It's your duty. It's your responsibility. But one thing I want to encourage you to do is, I know some of you write, I know, but take time to actually write. Pen things down. There's power in writing. There is power in putting things down. Write things down. In fact, during the week, I got to find out that one of the things I learned is, no matter how you feel, if you are feeling so down and all that, get your journal. Have a journal that your kids can read through when they are grown. So learn to, one thing I wanted to develop during the week of planning your finances also, ensure you learn to write things down as much as possible. I have my own journals, a lot of them, so that when I can read through, it's like a book to me. So I hope you've been able to learn something today. I hope you've been able to take some things with you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But before I go, if you've heard about the book, Money Will Make You Rich, I need you to get your copy. If you really want to know how to plan your finances, this is one of the best books in the world on money and personal finance. It's not a matter of whether I have a PhD or I don't have a PhD. No, this is one of the best books in the world right now as I speak with you. So if you don't have it, it's on Amazon, it's on Okada Books in Nigeria. Get your book, get it, and ensure that you study it, you read it. You understand? So I also have my book, but it's not in copy. Some copies will be in the stores very soon. It will also help you with your finances. I wrote this book when I was in the bank. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have questions, you can write me up on my Facebook, on my personal Facebook page. I'll be able to respond on your finances. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you and I celebrate you from the bottom of my heart. Do have a fulfilled weekend ahead. Bless you. Bye and God bless. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I love you so much. Bye. And don't forget